please help me interpret the following dream? I was in a cafe with my son, who was around 10 years old in the dream, but is now an adult, and he wanted a toy from a different cafe, so I used a food delivery service to go and get it to deliver it to me, along with a breakfast sandwich for me. The delivery service called me and said that I could pick it up myself. In real life, I would have told them to deliver it to me, but in the dream, it seemed reasonable, so I went to the location. However, there were several futuristic-looking policemen in white, lined up and crouching under the window of the cafe. For some reason, it made me think that it wasn't the second cafe, so I began walking along the street, looking in the windows of the other buildings to see if I could find the second cafe. When I looked in one of the windows, I saw an antique road sign that had a street name on it, and I knew that it was the right street for the second cafe, so I started looking along the street, but all the signs were only for the main roads, and I couldn't see or read the signs for the streets. I ended up in a store that was for an artist, who had a system where people would pay it forward for what they wanted. When I asked them about the street for the second cafe, the customers said that they couldn't just tell me, that I had to pay it forward, so I paid for one of the artist's items and gave it to one of the women, who thanked me and handed me what looked like an ancient key ring. It was shaped like a small rectangular book of keys with metal on the front and back covers depicting what looked like Coptic saints. Inside the key ring were several different keys in different colours, but ancient, like it had just been found in a tomb or from an archaeological dig. Another woman gave me a piece of paper where she'd scrawled the address, but I couldn't decipher what she'd written. When I went over to the artist to see if she could help me, she said that she'd finished for the day.
The entire dream is a quest or a journey. Your current conscious self is undertaking a difficult mission to satisfy a desire originating from an older, unresolved part of your psyche, represented by your son as a child. The struggle to find the second cafe and the refusal of direct answers suggest that the unconscious is demanding a personal, active effort for genuine integration, rather than a quick, passive fix. Your son, age 10, the son represents a part of your psyche, a complex that has remained childlike and underdeveloped. The puer eternus, eternal boy, or the puella eterna, the eternal girl. Since your son is an adult in real life, the dream is showing you that you are carrying an unintegrated psychological need or desire from your own past, around the age of 10, that is now demanding attention. The toy from the other cafe, the desire is not for something you currently possess or understand, the first cafe, but for something new, different, or missing, the second cafe toy. This represents a future possibility, a creative path, or a piece of your true self that was abandoned or undeveloped in childhood. The delivery service represents an initial attempt to solve the deep psychological problem with a convenient, external, or modern solution. I will order it and have it delivered. The change to self-pickup, the unconscious, through the service, forces you to abandon the easy way. The message is, you must undertake this integration yourself. You cannot outsource your psychological work. Futuristic policemen in white. These figures are likely a manifestation of the shadow or the demanding aspects of the persona, your public self or ego. Police represent an enforced order, a strict, overconscious rule system or censorship that prevents you from entering the place of your desire, the second cafe. They are the rules of your current adult life that shut down the child's spontaneous desire. Futuristic and white suggests a sterile, modern or hyper-rational facade of control. They are the obstacles that keep you stuck in a safe, predictable, but ultimately unsatisfactory reality. The second cafe, the ultimate goal. It is not a literal cafe, but a symbol for the psychic location where the desire of the inner child can be met. A place of genuine fulfillment, creativity, or the next stage of your personal development. The antique road sign. This is a crucial symbol of the collective unconscious. The antique sign, a piece of history, tells you that the key to your future development lies in revisiting the past. The truth you are seeking is ancient, not modern. The inability to read street signs. This signifies that the path to this truth is not logical or rational. You can't just read the map, conscious knowledge. You have to feel your way to the correct street. Intuitive knowledge. The artist's store, the setting for the major breakthrough. Art/creation, in Jungian terms, is often a manifestation of the self, the totality of the psyche, or the archetype of creativity. This is a place where value is exchanged, not for money, but for spiritual generosity. Pay it forward. Paying it forward. The only way to receive the secret is to make a personal sacrifice or an act of unconditional giving. You must give up something of yourself, ego-based value, to nourish another, demonstrating that the quest is now spiritual, not just materialistic. The Book of Keys. The most powerful symbol. A book holds knowledge, and keys open doors. This is a gift of archetypal wisdom, or a blueprint for your life's next phase. The combination of book and keys means the secret to unlocking your future lies in decoding an ancient wisdom. Coptic saints. Coptic Christianity is one of the world's oldest forms of Christianity, strongly rooted in ancient Egyptian culture. The saints reinforce the theme that the wisdom is old, sacred, and timeless. Ancient multicolored keys, the variety of colors, and the ancient nature suggest that you have been given the tools to unlock many different aspects of your life. But they are not new or simple. They are primordial tools that require careful, almost archaeological effort to understand and use. The scrawled address. The modern rational method of conveying the address, writing it down, fails because the truth you seek cannot be expressed in rational terms. It is illegible to your conscious mind. The artist is finished. The message is clear. The energy for the breakthrough has been spent for now. The unconscious has given you the tools, the keys, and the knowledge, the antique sign. The work is no longer about seeking the destination, but about using the keys. The next phase is yours alone. Your unconscious is urging you to stop trying to solve an inner longing represented by your childhood-aged son's desire for the toy through quick, rational, or external means, delivery service. The way forward requires a journey back to your roots and a spiritual sacrifice, paying it forward, that will grant you ancient intuitive wisdom, the keys of the Coptic saints. The ultimate truth, the address, cannot be read with the eyes of your current adult mind. You must use the keys of the past to unlock the path to your future.